Hello, and welcome. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Pink Raven, but you can call me KJ, and today, even though I've only used this model for like 4 videos total, I have decided to make a new model. Yay! I originally planned on revamping my first or current VTuber model by giving them legs, because I don't have any, or hands. I also planned on adding a few extra details, but over time I started to hate my model as I was rigging it, and I kind of fell into this awkward zone where I kept on working on it, but I also just didn't like it anymore. That was until one day when I woke up and immediately started sketching because I dreamt of a new design that I absolutely loved. Some details were blurry, so I had to improvise a bit, but for the most part, I think I basically made my dream model, literally. Thank you, my unconscious brain, for that. After sketching out the new concept, I found a color palette that I really liked and did some color testing, played around with a few different types of toggles that I wanted. There are a lot of things I want to learn how to rig because I am still new to rigging VTuber models. So I pretty much just added in all of the toggles and a bunch of things that I wanted to learn how to do, such as waving, crying, an Xbox controller, crossing our arms, a scythe because I just thought it looked badass, and a wolf toggle because you can't be a VTuber without having an animal toggle. VTubers are secretly furries. When I was happy with all of that, I moved on to a new canvas with the sketch from my previous canvas, and I started actually drawing / coloring the art that would be rigged. I first went through and put down the base colors in each of the individual layers while I labeled them. This process of doing it just makes more sense to my brain to do the separating first and adding the details later, but I also know a lot of people will draw the whole thing first and then cut and separate it later. Honestly, whatever works best. This part alone took 33 hours according to Clip Studio Paint, which is the drawing program I use for basically all of my art. And as soon as I was finished with that process, I exported the file as a PSD file and imported it into Live2D Cubism, and then proceeded to forget to record basically the entire progress. I will show the few clips that I do have from the progress of rigging the model though. I will try to do better at remembering to record my rigging progress next time. But until then, I basically started with doing the eyes, which I added a lot more details into my new model's eyes than I did with my current model, so that was a lot of fun to play with. Moved on to head XYZ angles, which is my least favorite part of the process. Head angles are just not fun for me. It is a struggle. But once I was finally done with that, I got to move on to all of the fun stuff, such as learning how to rig new things, where I basically just followed a shit ton of tutorials. Got to play with physics, which is always fun, and basically enjoyed the rigging process. In the meantime, here's the final result. Honestly, I love the new design so much and I feel very proud of it. I know my model doesn't have a lot to do with ravens, but I feel like I definitely got the pink part down. I am planning or thinking of redesigning my raven mascot, so maybe I'll do a video on that as well. We'll see. In the meantime, if you enjoyed, stick around, hit all the buttons, do all the things. If not, then I hope you enjoy whatever you do after this. Hopefully I actually make more videos with this model than the last one. Hopefully. I'm banned from making new models for myself for a while. Bye!